Today on the Happy House, I'll show you a healthy twist on pizza. And for dessert, another German classic made by Manuel, poppy seed strudel. And more from Manuel as he transforms our basement wet bar into a trendy Brooklyn bistro. Then later, I'll show you how to make my mango slaw fish tacos, all right now on the Happy House. After 8 years, we're finally taking on this project that we dreamed up when we built our home. For the last several years, we've simply had these 3 dusty shelves hanging on the wall, holding up all of this. It's time for a change. Manuel got the pipes from Amazon, and the bricks from a local stone company, and the shelves from Home Depot. Alright, so we've lived in this house for over 7 years. And we have always had a vision for this basement. This is the fun entertainment game area, right? Where we watch movies and have parties, and we use it a lot for that, but we've never brought our vision into fruition. Today of all days is not the greatest day to be doing a DIY project because it's Gabe's Eagle Court of Honor, and so we have a lot to do today for it. But he thinks he can knock this out pretty quick. We shall see. So let me just kind of give you the vision because it's not going to all be done today. So this wall right here is going to have shelves.
It's just going to be 2 shelves.
So we're going to have 2 shelves here, and then he's going to take brick and put brick all over the wall. And then we'll just hang some fun things right here. This was like one of the very first Christmas presents I gave to my husband. It turns into 8 different games. It has like hockey, table tennis, bowling, shuffleboard, checkers, chess, air hockey. So it's a lot of fun. I don't want to get rid of it, but we also want to put some kind of a table here. When we first built the house, I had a vision of putting little round tables with 2 chairs here, here, and here, with a little ketchup and mustard bottle and napkin holder. I thought it'd be cute if it looked like a little diner down here, but Manuel wants to do a big table for playing games, so we'll see what happens. And then this area, years ago when we picked this floor plan, when we designed this house, we did want to have a theater. We've always wanted to have one, but we also wanted to have a lot of rooms, so we've got 7 bedrooms in this home. And so what we're gonna do is take this room and we're gonna get theater seating and just sort of stagger it. So it feels like a theater, but it's just our basement. It's just our open basement, just a fun, entertaining area. Because I don't think we're ever gonna have a shortage of family parties, and we always want this to be the place where the kids wanna hang out with their friends. We always want them to hang out here, so it's fun to make it a fun place. So on Friday nights, we have movie night down in the basement where we basically have a picnic on the floor while we watch a movie. And a lot of the times we have pizza. As you know, pizza is really high in carbs and calories, but I have found a solution that absolutely works for me and I love it. In fact, I served this last weekend when my family was over. We had a big pizza buffet. And picky eaters, of course, weren't too much of a fan of it. But all the foodies in my family absolutely loved it and said, oh my gosh, this is so delicious. So I'm gonna show you what I do to make pizza night more favorable for me. This is called cauliflower pizza, and the crust is made entirely, of course, out of cauliflower. Only 330 calories for half of a pie. But so I don't get envious of what they're eating, I like to add my own fresh extra toppings on top to make it even tastier. Now we like to get the thin crust pizzas from Papa Murphy's, so we usually get those when we do pizza night, but I also love to get pizzas from Smith's. Yes, the grocery store. They make amazing pizza, you guys. You put in your order, they make it fresh right in front of you. It only takes a few minutes, and it's only $6 for a pizza this size. I got 2 pizzas right here. Ultimate meat and chicken barbecue. They were out of boxes today, so they had to put it in something from the deli. But the crusts on the pizzas from Smith's are so delicious. They really are good. So for 12 bucks, my family gets stuffed. Behold the barbecue chicken pizza. So I'm just gonna slice up fresh mozzarella. I'm gonna go ahead and place those on my pizza. Okay, and then I throw on some fresh peppers. Now this pizza already has chopped up tomatoes on it, but I like my tomatoes sliced when I'm having it with fresh mozzarella. It just tastes so much better. Plus it kind of looks like pepperoni. And now to put it in the oven. All right, then I like to add some fresh avocado on top of the pizza, just to give it some creaminess. And let me just tell you, this crust is so crispy. I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. I always like a little bit of a kick, and that spice actually curbs my appetite. Then, you know I love my balsamic glaze. It just adds a little bit of sweetness. So you've got the sweetness, the spice, the creaminess, and the tang from the tomatoes. This is a good pizza. All right, this is where we keep our sodas for movie night. This is my husband's fridge. This is where he keeps all the sodas. And we like to buy 0-calorie soda just for nights like this. So we have bubbly, which I love because really all it is carbonated water. There's no sugar, nothing added to it, just carbonated water and natural flavor. Our favorite flavors are mango, blackberry, raspberry, apple, grapefruit, and then I love this brand, Waterloo. This watermelon is amazing. And then, if you like it to be a little bit sweet, we buy the Zevia. The Zevia is made with all natural stevia. This ginger root beer tastes pretty dang close to root beer. My kids love this. It's so good with pizza. I get the bubblies and the Waterloo at Walmart and the Zevias from Smith's. And dinner is served. We always have some kind of a salad with our pizza, and tonight I made a chopped salad in my favorite garlic marinade. It's called Garlic Expressions, and I get it at Smith's in the produce department. Time to dim the lights. It's movie time. The following day, Manuel gets back to business. After all, this wall isn't going to brick itself. It's a tedious job, but in the end, it'll be worth it. It's Sunday and we are gonna have fish tacos. I'm making them a little bit different than how I normally make them, just to keep them healthier. Okay, this is kind of funny because I bought this tilapia and I didn't even realize till I brought it home that this is exactly what I'm making. I'm making these fish tacos right here. Mine will be a little bit different because I'm making a coleslaw. So I'm going to start by filling my pan with some olive oil. Turn it up to medium-high and begin to fry those fillets. Next, season it with some onion powder and don't be too shy. After that, add your garlic powder. I wish you could smell this. Then go ahead and add some sea salt to bring out that flavor. And then, to make it a Mexican dish, you have to have your cilantro, or it just isn't right. While we're making the tacos, Manuel's over here making a German dessert. Poppy seed strudel. This is actually his expertise. He usually makes this from scratch. Ever since I've known him, he makes this really, really well. You know how everybody has a recipe that they do really well? This is that recipe for him. He got some cake mixes and dessert mixes for his birthday, so he's making the mixes, but he usually makes this from scratch, and it's really good. And his favorite place to let the dough rise is right in front of the fire. Now what I love about tilapia is it's a flavorless fish, so if you're not a fish person, chances are you're gonna like this. Next, squeeze about half a lemon over your fish and just sort of stir it around until it flakes apart. Now set your fish aside, and meanwhile you're going to peel a mango and dice it up. Place a bag of shredded coleslaw into a medium-sized bowl. From there you're going to add in your diced mangoes and about 3/4 a can of crushed pineapple. You're going to drain the juice and set that aside. I put mine in my magic bullet processor. Empty your crushed pineapple into the bowl and remember to set aside about 1/4 of the can. Then you're going to add cilantro, some sea salt to bring out that flavor, and garlic powder. Use as much as you like according to your taste. Then add onion powder, and then you're going to add some chili powder. Next, you're going to dice up about 3/4 a cup of red onion. Give it a good toss and blend all those flavors together. Then squeeze another half a lemon over your slaw. Oh, and don't forget to add some diced sweet peppers. Stir it all together, and at this point I like to taste it and add in a few more herbs and spices. I'm going to add a little bit more cilantro, maybe just a pinch more salt. Now for the dressing, I'm going to use avocado oil mayo. You're going to add about 3 heaping spoonfuls of mayo into your pineapple juice. Add some sea salt, a few shakes at a time. Remember, you can always add more later, but you don't want to oversalt. Next, add cilantro, give that a few good shakes, and then you're going to also add some onion powder to bring out some of that sweetness. Next, add about 2 tablespoons of mango vinegar. I bought mine in Germany, but you can find it online. Then blend it all together. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a taste. I just want you to know. Oh my gosh, that is so good. So in the past, when I make this, I'll usually use sugar to sweeten it. But this time we're trying to be healthier, so I use pineapple juice to sweeten my dressing. That mango flavored vinegar just is amazing. It has this creamy, mango-y, pineapple-y flavor, and then the salt just enhances that. The cilantro adds its own flavor as well, and the onion powder just brings it all together, just marries it all together. So now let's go ahead and add it in. Right here, you're going to add in the remainder of your crushed pineapple. Look at how delicious this is. Now just for fun, I bought these lime-flavored taco shells, but let me tell ya, usually I use street taco tortillas. So I've got them all lined up on these handy-dandy taco holders. They are ready to be filled. You're going to start with a layer of coleslaw. Next, you're going to add your sliced avocados. Then from there, you're going to top it with the fish. Sprinkle on some shredded cheddar and top with sour cream. And there you have it, mango slaw fish tacos. The poppy seed strudel has just come out of the oven. Manuel slices it up, and I like to add a simple icing or sprinkle it with powdered sugar. It's time to check on the basement. This looks like I've been transported to someplace in New York. Wow. Probably find me probably the Christmas store. That looks good. It looks like these shelves are ready to be filled. And that is my specialty. But before I can fill the shelves, Manuel still needs to grout the brig, and that takes a whole other day. But finally, the light at the end of the tunnel has arrived. And this is the finished result. So the basement is finished and we are about to have some guests over tonight. We're excited to have our first little get-together in our basement since finishing that wall. We're debating about whether or not to put a whitewash over it. So if we put a whitewash over it, we're gonna change the color of the other walls. But for now, we feel like the red brick looks really good with that blue paint that we've had for about 7 years. But it seems to work. We'll see. But now it's time for some Papa Murphy's thin crust pizza and that simple salad that I featured in our very first episode. Yum! Blooper time! Now to put it in the oven.